We let people take advantage of us. We let people use us. There has to come a point in your damn life, and I'm sorry to say it like this, but I got to wake you up. There has to come a point in your life. I get it. I know you care about those people. I know you don't want to start conflict with those people. I know you want to keep the peace. But so many of us, we keeping the peace with everybody else, and we start a war within ourselves. We keeping the peace with everybody else, and we crying our butts to sleep at night. We keeping the peace with everybody else, but we suffering inside. I don't care if that's your boss. I don't care if that's your friend. I don't care if that's your spouse. You have to get to a point where you stop allowing people to do what they feel to you, okay? There has to come a point when you respect yourself enough to not allow disrespect in your life. I'm not telling you to be cold-hearted. I'm not telling you to be an a-hole. I'm not telling you to be mean. I'm telling you to do what's right. And what's right is to stop letting people play with your name. Stop letting people play with your character. Stop letting people, we're going to start right here, play with your emotions. Play with your emotions and make you feel like there's something wrong with you. And it happens so many times. When you have emotional manipulators, as I call them, okay? There's people in this world, and hear me clear when I say this. Again, listen to today's podcast, but hear me clear when I say this. There's people in this world that will emotionally extort you, okay? I call it emotional extortion. I want to tell you right now, I'm not telling you not to talk to people. I'm not telling you not to release things to people, not to tell your secrets to people, your insecurities. But understand this, what you tell people, people have not the right, but people will use that against you. Okay, so when you're telling your information, those secrets, those insecurities that you don't want the world to know, make sure you're telling it a person that no matter if y'all fell out or not, they will still keep your secrets safe. Because what some people try to do is they try to emotional extort you. What does that mean, Trent? They try to shine a light on your darkest insecurities. Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. As soon as that relationship ends, they tell the world about your insecurities. They tell the world about your struggles. They tell the world about your problems. As soon as that friendship ends, that friend that was so solid, that friend that knows all your information, that friends that know all your secrets, as soon as that friendship ends, they go tell everybody about the things that you're dealing with. Those things that you trusted them with, they go tell the world about it. Those things that you gave them out of confidentiality, they go tell the world about it. So I want to tell you this. I'm not telling you to keep things within, but don't allow a person to extort you emotionally. Don't allow a person to get their high off of making you feel low. Don't allow a person to blackmail you emotionally, because people will do that. They will keep you trapped. They will keep you in prison. They will keep you in a relationship, in a friendship that you know is no good for your life, because they'll say, well, if this ends, and I'm going to tell everybody this, I'm going to spread rumors about you. I'm going to spread the truth about you. And a lot of us, what we do is, no, don't do it. And you stay in situations that are not right for your life. If you're in a situation like that where somebody's trying to emotionally extort you, let them do it. Let your character speak. Let your life speak. Let your heart speak. Okay? And another thing I want to talk about when it comes to people emotionally trying to take advantage of you, you have to understand this. Some people will make you question yourself so much that you become unsure of yourself. Okay? If you have people like this in your life, get them out your life. I know that's very harsh to say, but if you have people in your life that's extorting you emotionally, that's trying to make you question yourself till you're unsure of yourself. Some of us get to a point in our life where we allow people to do us wrong. Then we question ourselves. Like, dang, well, am I mean? Dang, are my standards too high? Is there something wrong with me? Dang, I need to, as I said before, I'm going to tell you again, I'll say this till I leave this earth. There's no perfection you can provide to someone who's committed to doing you wrong. There's no perfection you can provide to a friend that ain't loyal. There's no perfection you can provide to a boss that's committed to keeping you at the level that you at. Please understand that. Some of you are losing yourself trying to please other people. Some of you are losing yourself trying to be perfect for people that your perfection would never even be enough for. So I want you to understand this. It ain't nothing wrong with you. I want you to understand this. You ain't tripping because you decided not to accept something no more. You ain't mean because you decided to stand up for yourself. And I want you to get that and understand that, because we live in a world, man, and this whole hurt people thing, like, I get that, but that has to end. All right? Because unless you have chemically something going on in your brain, right? Unless you're fighting a real mental thing, people know right from wrong. People know right from wrong. I don't care if they've been hurt. I've been hurt a lot in my life. I know still right from wrong. And yeah, sometimes I probably hurt other people because of that, but I still knew I was wrong. And I was able to be a man and look in the mirror and apologize and say, I was wrong. But a lot of us, what we do is we give excuses for people because they've been hurt. Grown people. And what these people end up doing, well, I'll tell you this. Y'all need to stop questioning your common sense. You know right from wrong. You know that ain't it. You know this ain't that. But what you do is you allow those people to make you question your common sense. Let's be real. Your common sense. You know that friend ain't, I'm not even gonna say that word. You know that friend ain't that? When they show you over and over who they are, they really ain't got your back. They be talking behind your back. They ain't there for you like you there for them. They want you to support them. They never support you. You know what that is. Why are you questioning your common sense? Your common sense is saying that person don't want the best for me. But a lot of us, what we do is we second guess our common sense. We second guess our intuition. We second guess the facts. We still praying for signs. Dear Lord, please send me a sign. God, like, what more signs do you want? You didn't seen it. You didn't got reasons after reasons after reasons, and you still praying for signs. And I understand, man, when you truly care about somebody or something, it is very hard to accept the truth. But it has to come to a point where you stop allowing people to play with you. You stop allowing people to play with your emotions. You stop allowing people to get their high for making you feel low. You stop allowing people to threaten you by saying, I'm going to shine a light on your darkest insecurities. I'm going to tell your business to the world. You got to stop allowing people to make you keep questioning you until you're unsure of yourself. I told y'all this back in 2013. Somebody who truly cares about you isn't going to put more questions in your life than answers. Somebody who truly cares about you doesn't want you unsure of yourself. They want you to be your best self. Y'all, it's common sense. Somebody who truly cares about you wants you to be sure where they stand in your life, who they are in your life, what they bring to your life, and they want you to be sure in yourself because they want to see the best you, even if the best you means that it's not best for them. Those are the people that you need in your life that can look at you and say, you know what? I really care about, but I know you need space. You know what? I'm not going to make you feel guilty for doing what's right for you. You know what? I did do you wrong. And I understand if you're no longer want to be a part of my life. I get that. I want to see you be the best you. But a lot of us, what we do is we get so wrapped up emotionally that they play so many games with us emotionally that we become unsure of ourselves. And we start looking in the mirror and questioning ourselves. Is it my size? Am I not this enough? Am I not that enough? You're not enough because they're not enough for you. You're not enough because that thing is not enough for you, and you will never be enough for a person or something that isn't enough for your life. And you have to realize that. So stop second guessing your common sense. Stop second guessing the facts. Stop making yourself feel like there's something wrong with you because they didn't made you feel like that. You questioning yourself thinking, oh, it's my fault. Oh, you know what? I pushed them away. They telling the world that I'm the bad person, so I must be the bad person. Oh, I feel wrong for deciding not to be treated wrong anymore. You know how crazy that sounds when you just sit back and think about it and you just sit with your common sense? Just sit with your common sense tonight. Just sit with your common sense this week and let your common sense speak. 1 + 1 is 2. 1 + 1, last time I checked, is 2. So your common sense should say, you know what? This is what it is. I hate that it's this. I hate that this is the reality, but this is what it is. And you have to get to that point where you understand that, or else you're going to be somebody's puppet. Or else they're going to make you feel powerless. And so many people want to do that. When you start standing up for yourself, they want to throw everything at you, right? They want to manipulate you, gaslight you, talk noise about you, assassinate your character, tell people that you're this, that you're that, emotionally extort you, all these things because you know what they want to do? They want to make you feel powerless because when they make you feel powerless, they feel powerful. When they know they can make you feel weak, when they know they can make you cry, when they know they can make you get depressed, they know they have the power over you. And so many people in this world are addicted to power. They're addicted to power. They want to have the power over you. Don't let a person that's trying to make you feel powerless have the power over you ever in life. I don't care who they are. Ever in life. Don't give nobody the power over you. And you got to realize that, man. You got to start standing up for yourself. You ain't no damn doormat. Stop letting people walk all over you. Stop letting people play with you. And that's facts. It ain't no tough guy or tough girl stuff. It's just a part of respect. It's a part of responsibility. You have a responsibility to yourself to take care of you first. And so many people are broken because they're allowing broken people to continue to break them. I had a best friend commit suicide. You say, Trent, why are you so passionate about this, Trent? I had a best friend commit suicide because of a broken person that broke him. That's why I'm passionate about this, because to some people, this is life or death. Too many people commit suicide because of how somebody treats them. And I'm not saying people ain't gonna make mistakes, y'all. I'm not saying you gotta have a person that's perfect or a boss or a friend that's perfect. But it should be a person that learns. It should be a person that says, you know what, my bad, I'm sorry. I gotta change, you know what I mean? I get this. Like, you should have that in your life. But if you have a person that's sitting here threatening you, if you have a person that's sitting here talking bad about you to other people, if you have a person that's sitting here playing a victim, when they know they've been doing all the victimizing and they sitting trying to flip the script and play the victim, don't let a person, man, I'm going in tonight. I gotta stop yelling because my kids are asleep. Don't let a person play the victim and flip the script, because people love to do that. They love to try to turn the tables. They love to flip the script on you and all of that stuff. Don't let a person flip the script and you start questioning yourself. Don't let a person flip the script and you start feeling wrong. Don't let a person flip the script and you start feeling guilty. Don't let a person flip the script and you start questioning yourself. Don't let a person flip the script and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Don't let a person do that. Again, trust your common sense. Everybody in this world, there's universal. Now listen, I understand what perspective, right? Some things are right to people that are wrong to people, vice versa. Right to other people, wrong, whatever. But there are universal truths and wrongs. There are universal truths and wrongs. And you know as well as them when something is wrong. You know abuse is goddamn, is wrong. You know abuse is wrong, right? You shouldn't have to question that. You shouldn't have to feel like you deserve that. You know what I mean? Emotionally, verbally, physically. You shouldn't feel that you deserve that. You know what I mean? If your boss is treating you wrong at your job, right? And making them and belittling you, you shouldn't feel like you deserve that. You know what I mean? That's wrong. And so I just want to talk to y'all tonight. Like I said, go listen to the podcast. It's called Stop Letting People Play With You. Straight up podcast. Listen to it anywhere, Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere. My website, TrentShelton.com. And I really want you to listen. It's 30 minutes. But I really want you to think about tonight these 5 things that I talk about in this episode. I talked about a few tonight, but 5 things that I talk about. And if you have a person, man, that's doing all 5, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but a person like that, they didn't hand you the scissors, okay? They didn't hand you the scissors. So if you cut them out your life, they can't complain because they didn't hand you the scissors. You feel me? They didn't hand you the scissors over and over and over again. They gave you the scissors, okay? So, you know, when people give you the scissors and you cut them out their life, they try to, oh, what did I do? And you're not fair and you're wrong. Like, yeah, okay. You should have said that like the 30 times that you did me wrong, that you did me dirty, right? You should have thought about that then. It's okay. It's okay. And we live in a society where, listen, I'm all about peace, and y'all know that. I'm all about second chances and learning from your mistakes and growing together. I'm all about that. This isn't a message of remove somebody from your life because they did you wrong, right? That's on you. But this is a message about when somebody or people or something, a friend, about whatever it is, that's continuously gave you the answer, that has continuously put you in a place of depression, that has the keyword continuously, okay? Consistently, constantly. Should I keep using those words? Where you know what it is. They've shown you what it is, okay? And as I said a few lives ago, you're choosing to believe something different because your brain is programmed to what they first gave you, and they ain't giving you that no more. So you got to wake up, man. And you got to say, man, I'm really getting abused emotionally. Man, I'm really getting extorted. And that's the deal breaker for me. You ain't got to be me. But if you ever come to me and try to use something against me that I trusted you with, it's done. Finito, vanished, gone, peace. It's done for me. If you're a person that threatens me with extortion in a way of like, oh, I know this about you. For me, I don't even care. Like, you can tell whatever you want to tell because I done told the world about me. Whatever. I know this and that. Do it. Do it. You know what I mean? Because that lets me know that you ain't a person for me. You know what I mean? I'll let God fight that battle. But if you have people in your life that are continuously doing these things to you, you're questioning yourself, you think you're not enough, and all these things, when you know you're enough, you got to wake up. You have to wake up. You have to wake up. And I'm not trying to make you overthink. Please, if you're in a relationship, don't start overthinking and, oh, this person's emotionally extorting me, when they're not, right? You know what it is. A friendship. I'm not trying to make you question a friend that's a good friend. Again, nobody's perfect. There's no such thing as a perfect friend. You're not a perfect friend. You're not a perfect spouse. You're not a perfect coworker or worker. You're not a perfect whatever. Nobody's perfect. I'm not saying remove people because they're not perfect. What I'm saying is that when you have somebody consistently doing these things to you emotionally and you depressed and you don't even want to live life no more, you ain't even taking care of yourself no more, that is a sign that you're in the wrong stuff, my friend. That is a sign that you need to move on with your life. And speaking about moving on, if you're a person on here that says, Trent, I need help moving on, click that link below. See if it's for you or not. But I'll tell you right now, you will never move on staying stuck in the things that you need to move on from. You know, and moving on is not always about knowing where you're going. It's about knowing what you're I'm laughing at y'all. Knowing where you're no longer staying. That's what it's about. And some of us, we would rather stay stuck in a thing that's not good for us. Let's be real. That's not good for us. And that thing, I keep saying this because I know some of y'all always talking about relationships. Like, I hope when you listen to me, you listen holistically. But there's some things that aren't good for you emotionally that you might be in. It might be your job. It might be your job that is emotionally draining you. It might be a friendship. It might be a relationship. It might, only you know these things. But you have to get to a point in your life where you wake up and say, I'm deciding not to allow this to happen anymore, and stand up for your damn self. Because some of y'all can finish this sentence. What you continue to allow will continue to take place. I'm going to say that again. What you continue to allow will continue to take place. Nobody's going to respect you if you allow constant disrespect in your life. Stop waiting on somebody to make it right, and you decide to not accept being treated wrong. Stop waiting on somebody or something to change, and you create the change. Stop waiting on somebody to give you closure or understanding. You create your own closure, and that will give you your own understanding. It starts with you. It's not about being cold-hearted. It's not about being mean. You keep that great heart. You be that nice person, right? You never let nobody win like that and turn you cold-hearted that broke your heart or whatever. Like, they win when you do that, right? But it's about knowing your worth. It's about protecting your peace, and it's about knowing what you're no longer going to accept anymore. Because again, man, we all know it. Y'all know that's in here. It's like what you allow to enter your life and to stay in your life that's not good for you will end up ruining your life. And it just is what it is. Just like you wouldn't keep things past its expiration date in the refrigerator that's spoiled. Some of us in our life, we keeping things way past its expiration date, waiting on something to change that's not going to happen. And you either can live the rest of your life miserable, depressed. Like, maybe it's just me, but don't that hurt? Like, thinking about that, like thinking like, damn, this is going to be the rest of my life. There's so many things that I got out of in my life because I saw what it was. I ain't no future teller, like fortune teller, but my common sense tells me that if you stay in this is going to be the future of it. My common sense told me that. And there's a lot of things that I got out of small things, big things that I got out of that I knew it wasn't going to change in the future. And some of these conversations and decisions were very hard to make, but they became a lot easier once I realized what it was costing me to hold on to these situations in my life. It got a lot easier once I realized that, dang, I'm gonna be 60 years old in pain and hurt and depressed, spend my whole entire life living like this. Hell no, I'm not. I don't know about you. So I have no patience, no tolerance for anybody that is trying to play with me, with my emotions, with my character, with anything like that. I have no tolerance, no patience for that, because I know my heart and I know who I am. And that's what I want to tell you. You know your heart, right? Now, if you deserve it, you deserve it. I really don't feel like many people deserve things, but if you sitting there doing that to other people, then it is what it is. But you know your heart, right? You know who you are. You know who you are. You know the purity of your heart. You know if you're a good person. You know if you do good things. You know if you have good intentions. You know if you do good deeds. You know your heart. And so you know what you deserve. You should. You know what you deserve. But like I tell you at the end of every single message, man, at the end of every single message, it all starts with you. And don't make a decision emotionally. I'm going to tell you that right now, because too many people in this world, I've been doing this for 13 years, y'all. You hear messages like this, I'm done. You make a decision emotionally. Don't make a decision emotionally. Don't. Make a decision from a sound state. Because when you know you make a decision from a sound state, you know it's real. A lot of us, we make a decision to change and, we go right back to the same stuff. We make a decision to be done and you go right back to the same stuff because your emotions are high. Emotional choices don't create lasting change. Sound choices, foundational choices, when you know it's real, will create a lasting change. So I'll tell you right now, don't make a decision because you're emotionally charged tonight. Especially don't make a decision that I ain't got to live with. This is your life. This might not even apply to you. Like I said, don't overthink things. Don't make things, though. You know. And so don't let this live be the thing that makes you go do it. Nah, sit with it, evaluate it, and ask yourself certain questions and have a conversation with your common sense. Say, hey, common sense, like, what are you telling me? Common sense be like, man, you know what it is. Like, you know that if somebody really rock with you like that, they wouldn't be doing you like that, right? You right, common sense. You right, common sense. What else common sense you telling me? Man, if somebody gossiping with the people that don't even like you and they entertaining that, and that probably ain't your friend. You know what, common sense, you are right. Man, I should start listening to you more because it's right there, right? Have a conversation with, that might be my next podcast. I'm going to have a conversation with your common sense. This is something that, now I think about it, that I do a lot. I have a conversation with my common sense. That's it. Stop making people make you question what you know is real. So tonight's homework, is what? Have a conversation with your common sense. And I understand this. Listen, I know what you're thinking. It's easier said than done, but you understand the history. Common sense says, don't let the history keep you in the misery. Right? At least that's what my common sense says. And I'm not trying to put my common sense on you. But start listening to those things. Yeah, if they gossip to you, if they gossip with you, they gossip about you and everyone. Exactly. Common sense. I always say that. I mean, common sense. Everything I tell y'all is straight up common sense. You should be like, every time you hear me up about you, like, duh. It's common sense. We just don't listen to common sense. We allow our feelings to control us. We allow our feelings to control us. But yeah, if somebody is gossiping to you, then common sense says they're gossiping about you. Don't think that you just special, that they bring all the gossip to you. You better believe that with your private information that you're giving them is becoming public information. Public information. And I'm not trying to tell you to Don't have people you can confide in, but have a person. And I'll tell you how I am as a person. I can definitely say this. I'm a person, because I'm in this position. I've been in this position where I don't care if I don't like you no more. I don't care if we had a falling out. I don't care if I don't rock with you. One thing I'm never going to do is ever talk down on you. My life is too busy for me to sit there and worry about yours. For me to sit there and talk about your life. I have way too many things that I have to get out to the world to sit here and talk about your life to other people. I don't gossip about other people, and I damn sure don't gossip about people that I used to rock with, because at some point we was tight. At some point we was cool. So what type of dude would I be if I sat there and just told the world all the things that you told me? Nah, I take those things to my grave, because that's the type of person I am. And so you want to get people like that around your life, where even if y'all fell out, you know that they wouldn't spill out, right? Even if y'all fell out, you know that they wouldn't spill out information. They wouldn't talk about you. They wouldn't try to paint a picture and drag your name through the mud. They would just move on with their life. You know what I mean? Because they truly still love you and care for you. That's very, very, very important, I feel. But I'm not telling you to keep things in, but I will tell you this. If you don't want the world to know, update your problems to God, not people. Update your problems to God, not people. Update your problems to God, not what? Not people. If you truly don't want the world to know. Because again, you can't get mad for somebody telling something about you when you know that there was a chance that they would open a big mouth. So I'm out of here. You guys have a beautiful night. Again, listen to today's podcast, okay? Put it on in the morning while you're driving to work. Don't listen to the radio. Put on the podcast. All you got to do is search Trent Shelton straight up. It's the last episode from today. Came out today. It's called Stop Letting People Play With You. It's 30 minutes. I talk about 5 ways people will play with your emotions. And we talked about maybe 2 tonight. Go listen to it. Also, again, if you're a person that is struggling with moving on and moving forward, we start this Sunday, okay? We start this Sunday. Go down to the link below. If you're a person that says, man, I want to move on with my life from something, don't have to be a relationship, don't have to be a friendship, it could be a job, it could be whatever, your past. We're going to literally spend 4 weeks of working to make that happen. And I want to say this as a disclaimer. If you are planning to sign up and not planning to do the work, do not sign up. Save yourself money, save me time. Don't do it. I don't want people just signing up, because we have too much of that in the world. People just want to start something and say, I signed up for it. Oh my gosh, I'm taking Trent's program, and don't show up and do the work, because it's not going to work. So you have no intention on doing the work. Don't even go to the link. I only want people who are going to be workers, not people who just sign up. I want workers, because that's how you create the change that needs to take place in your life. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I'm about to go to Instagram Live right now. If I was you, I would follow me there, because I'm about to talk about some stuff, whole different topic, but I'm about to talk about some stuff that I feel needs to be addressed when it comes to this social media stuff. So if you want to come listen, feel free. If not, have a beautiful night. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for the support. Thanks for rocking with me. And again, take what you need, leave what you don't. All of this might not apply to you. I'm giving my perspective of life, my information. You might not agree with none of this, and I respect that. But for y'all that need it, take it. If you don't need it, don't overthink it and take it. Take what you need, leave what you don't. I love you guys.